Good morning and welcome to Coffee at the Manor, the bestest place to startest your day with all the news, reviews and stuff you didn't know you needed to know. On today's show, we've got some not so newlyweds, we've got some world records. Yeah, see what I did there? See? We look at a thing called a King Maggie. We've got a nugget mystery. We've got some Christmas logging. And we've got lots of other bizarre things aside from that. So do hold on to your trousers for today's show. Good morning. How the devil are you? Happy Friday. Yes, we've made it to the end of another week. Can you believe it? It seems like a fast one, but we've got the weekend here. So take cover. It's all okay. Excuse me. So good morning to you. I hope you are all well out there in watching stuff land. GSP's got a new profile picture. Ooh, I'm not sure what that one is. Looks interesting. Good morning to you. It is in fact Friday. I'm hoping it's Friday. Am I right? It is Friday. I just had to double check there. We do, of course, have the squadron leader out there as well. And to those of you that have not left a comment, but you're there, hello, good morning to you. I hope you are well. So I've got some interesting things for you today. And a thing that might go on for a little while. We might. So anyway, let's start cracking on. Let's go through what we've got. So first of all, I'm going to pick up a little bit on one of the stories we had yesterday, where England's oldest man sadly had died at the age of 112, and he unfortunately was slightly beaten by his Japanese counterpart, if you like. I then said, well, they should have got married. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the news must have been listening, because here we have well, I can't see that. Now I can see it. There you go. Here we are, a 100-year-old man and a 102-year-old woman who met at their senior living home in Philadelphia, ended up falling in love and getting married, earning themselves a Guinness World Record as the world's oldest newlyweds. See, now the man from yesterday, he could have gone along and done this, couldn't he? He could have secured this. He missed out, totally missed out on that one. Terrible. But of course, the Guinness World Records have confirmed that Bernie Littman and Marjorie Fitterman broke the record for the oldest couple to marry aggregate age. So their combined age is 202. Now that is a big number. Now I'm not really good at maths, but I can identify a pretty big number when I see one, and I do believe that is one. So yes, of course. Now the wonderful thing is, of course, they ask these people what they attribute their long life to, and I've realised that you shouldn't actually ask old people what they attribute their life to, because it's generally a bit odd, unless of course that's what you're after. In which case, go knock yourself out, spend an afternoon. What do you attribute your elderliness to? Oh, like decomposing cells. Anyway, so that wasn't very funny, was it? Anyway, so yes. Oh no, sorry, I've lost it now. I think it's down here. Yes, here we go. So Littman credited his long life to reading and staying up to date on world events, which is slightly more interesting than the guy yesterday who attributed it to not being particularly miraculous in any area of your life and just staying below the radar with everything. So, staying up to date reading. So make sure you're reading and make sure you're staying up to date with you're here. See, you're here. You can read and both things. I mean, I am saving your life. Thank you. Medals in the post. And whilst Fitterman attributed her longevity to buttermilk. There we go. So buttermilk news. There you go. So look at this. I've extended your life. You are welcome. They both love each other's humour and intellect. Sisherman told the Guinness World Records they keep each other young. Well, they're not doing a great job because they're fucking ancient. But I do love trousers. I'm fairly looking forward to this high trouser arrangement that's going on here. Let's have a quick look. There he is. But that's what they say, isn't it? Look at the trousers. I love this. Khaki all round. What's your wedding colour scheme? Khaki. Absolutely beautiful. Khaki with a little skid. And there they are. So, yes, and if only our Brit would have got involved in that, we could have had this. But it's okay. It's gone to the Americans, and I think we're pretty happy about that. Over in Philly. How delightful. How delightful. Now, while we're in the world of wrecking records stuff, we're going to pop over. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. Do bear with me. To an Idaho couple who claim the world record for hanging up clothes. Okay, so here, hanging up clothes is pretty straightforward. You get a hanger, you put said hanger in clothes, you hang clothes up. Fantastic. Now, an Idaho couple put their laundry skills to the test to break a world record by hanging up 10 items of clothing in 51 seconds. Now, I don't know about you, but I swear I could stick. Look, a bunch of these are hangers, right? T-shirts. You could hang a t-shirt. This is like, and the two people did it. They took 51 seconds. Okay, maths brain amazingness alert. So that's like roughly 10 seconds. But you could put something on a hanger in quicker than 10 seconds. I'm alarmed at how rubbish it was. 57 seconds previously. And I thought, well, I could do better than that. Well, why don't I do better than that is the next one that I had. So here is me registering over at the Guinness World Records because, of course, we've got to do these things. And over here is my application. Yes, here it is. I have applied to be the fastest time to hang 10 items of clothing. Problem is, it's a team of two, so I'm looking for a teammate on this one. Obviously, you've got to be sort of, actually, you could do it transatlantically. Oh, there's a new angle. I bet they don't have a transatlantic version. Okay, right, now my world has opened up even further. So, yes, I have applied to do that. So I thought, well, what could be more amazing than that? Then they sent me terms and conditions and so my application is in process. Apparently it can take up to 12 bloody weeks to hear back. But apparently there's all kinds of stipulations. So, for example, if you hang a shirt, the shirt must be unbuttoned. So it isn't quite as easy as we might initially think. And clothes must be in a basket. If we go back here and witness the amazing, these people, those are clearly T-shirts. How can it take you so long to hang a T-shirt? So here it is. They've clearly got a clock thing. I can get a clock thing. Basket thing. I've got a basket thing. Clothes. Now I think this will be a very stylish, world record attempt for style. Oh shit! Sorry, I've totally not realised you're all there. I do apologise. Let me get back to some comments quickly. We got Linda. Oh, Linda Morgan. I haven't seen that name in a while. And the devil are you? Yes, an old. That's a terrible thing for me to say. A familiar name and face there. Pleased to see you. And of course, this Sparkle Jump Rope Queen. Not seen you for a couple of days. How the devil are you? Still with your tiara. Any other face I haven't picked up there? Not quite there. Some prescription shoes. I missed that. I could pop back quickly for the prescription shoes, couldn't I? Oh, look at the size of the shoes, though. They are fantastic. We've got some hellos going through there as well. Always very nice. Folding their clothes would be more impressive. I'm mastering that. But I think, someone's introduced, if there was a competitive edge to folding clothes, yeah. I'm all over it because I'm not at all competitive, as you might imagine. I'd be all over that. See, now here's a man who has been reading my mind. So when do you need me for the record? Yeah, you know what's coming. Good morning at the mustard. Good. It's always plenty of love in the little thing here, isn't it? Beautiful. So yes, that is the thing. So we can get, shirts. I know for a fact that Lord Mustard, bless you. Well, sheds a bit like this, don't you, darling? So I think we can do. Plus, I think that strategy is wrong. Now I'm going to get a little bit boring on this very suddenly. Is that why would you hang them so? Okay, you've got a meter there between the clothes and the railing. Close that down immediately. You don't need to be making such a large movements. And you need to be dividing this sort of thing. One should be getting them out, figuring them up. Then the second person hangers them, and the third, then the other one bashes them on the. There should be some division of labour going on here. There must be a very scientific and correct way to do this. So, see, I was reading it. It's got this word with more than 3 or 4 syllables in it. Well, thank you very much, and then thank you to you all so much as well. Thank you so much. So yeah, here it is. That is the idea. Now, of course, every good record attempt needs a charity or something like that with which to represent. Okay, so I've chosen mine. It is, of course. Now I think I've closed it. I've closed the tab over there. So 2 seconds. Let me bring it over here. It is another one that we saw just the other day on the show. And just in case you weren't watching, my chosen charity is the Goats of Anarchy, because I love them so dearly. And if you cannot fall in love with Finn right here on the right hand side, if you cannot fall in love with these, you've got Rupert on the left there in the top row. He's got some neurological problems, haven't we all? Then you've got, Harley. How could you not love this? So I've written to these people and I've told them about the idea, and I've said, I'll try and raise some money for you. So I was going to try and support this at the same time. So that's the idea: putting stuff on clothes incredibly quickly, while supporting goats in clothes. What else would you do? Why else? Perfectly normal thing to do with your time, I thought. What about you been doing? Working for money. Anyway, so yes, that is the plan. So I do hope you will indulge me greatly, and I'm very much assuming Lord Mustard Yellow over there. We do need to get Finn a new suit and a new pair of those glasses. It's because he's sensitive to UV rays, so they have to give him a special pair of glasses so that he doesn't hurt his eyes. So how can you not love this chat? I just love it to death so much. I know there's people in starving and yeah, but this is my bloody charity and I'm sticking with it. So he does, doesn't he? It just needs to change. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, I think we got some approval with the idea. So that is the idea. So yeah, as I say, the application is right there, waiting to go. Well, it is gone. It's pending right now. Pending review and all that sort of stuff. And then they're going to send me the guidelines and all that sort of stuff on the, because it's not just sticking close. There's rules and all this sort of stuff. And you can actually, there's little men in the little jackets that turn up with the clipboard and look very serious. You can get one of those if you want to, but you've got to pay their expenses. So I've got to look at that and see if we can even get a man in a jacket. It's just expenses and some lunch. There's got to, I'm near London-ish. There's got to be plenty of these people. So, does Harley have legs? I don't know. I missed him. Where is he? Harley. Oh no. Yes. No. I think he is like a triple amputee. Unfortunately. So yes, and even that's the thing. If you float over the top, you get their stuff. He's even got, I think, that fourth leg's not so great either. So yeah, these are the people here. I particularly like Rupert over here. It's a delight. It's a delight. So yes, that is the plan, ladies and gentlemen, and there will be more. So do please stay on for that. Speaking roughly, actually, of the place where I live, I just have to quickly share this piece of information for you. In that the armpit of Berkshire, named the UK's most miserable place to live yet again, is where I live. Yes. Welcome to Slough, people. Yes, there you go, Slough, or apparently nicknamed North Windsor. No one's ever called it North Windsor. Also nicknamed the Island of Despair. It's not an island. Yes, there you go. It's just one of the most miserable place to live in the UK. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the place where I live is the most So I have a whale of a time on a daily basis. I don't know what the problem is. I'm having fun. I even quite like the way that we're very diverse over here. White gentlemen such as myself make up 12% of the sort of general population. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's kind of nice because a lot of the people that I meet, I am their experience of an English person. So when they meet me, they're kind of like, "Oh wow, look, it's an English person," and I kind of fulfill this stereotype for them that this is what an English person should be. I'm kind of proud in that sense that they're not meeting idiots. And well, I'm not saying I'm not an idiot, clearly, but that's sorry. It is in fact where the Office took place. Can you believe we've got that? And the building that they filmed to do it, I think it's actually in Bracknell or something like that. But yeah, some of the place where they filmed it, they went and knocked it down. They could have had some tourism from that. Yes, it is the site. Yes, David Brent was born about half an hour up the road. David Brent, what's his name? Ricky Gervais. His brother lives in Wokingham. Wokingham, in fact, is the 10th. That's where I used to live. Is the 10th happiest place. We are. It's a Premier Inn, like, yes, it is. Yeah. It is now a Premier Inn. Ugly ass thing. In fact, you can't really see it from there. I don't know why that picture of Slough is quite so yellow, but yeah, there you go. That's Slough. There's Windsor up the road with the castle, which is much nicer. And it is a nice picture of the high street. This is a delightful picture of the high street. This is clearly busy there. It's not quite the I can't. Yeah. Anyway, if I go back to there, anyway, adding it to, yes, do add it to the list of if you're doing one of these sort of shock, horror and gore things, then do come here. Yes, people were banned actually from the high street for a little bit because kept stabbing each other, whoops. And it's quite funny. In order to deter people from knife crime, they made a big statue of an angel, and they made it out of knives. So basically, they confiscated a load of knives, made a big sculpture out of it, and then stuck it back in the town. So we're thinking. They only went bankrupt a year or two ago. So they're trying. Oh yeah, here it is. In fact, they're working where my where I did come from before. 10th on the list. Look at that, 10th on the list. But there it is, Slough, next to a place called Bradford, Barking and Dagenham. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, I did wonder if I'd fit that in, but I managed to segue to that one quite smoothly. After those amazing bombshells that I've brought you, I'm going to take you over to this one. To which I'm going to introduce you to King Maggie. And that's not sort of like King Maggie. It is King Maggie, as in Maggie the King Penguin. Now, you might be wondering, I'm pretty sure king penguins usually come in one flavour. Well, no. A British zoo said it was down to one female king penguin after a 10-year-old bird has been living at the facility since 2016 was found to be a man. So they're like, wow, this is really rare. We've got a female king penguin. It's not a king. It's so rare because it's not actually a female. Yes, basically the penguin formerly known as Maggie. Keep Maggie, can't it? Can't we like Leslie or something like this? This can all be sort of like we'll make it like a unisex name. Yeah, but they had a feather sent for DNA testing after this pregnancy scare. Yeah. After keepers noticed the penguin attempted to initiate mating with male penguin called Frank. That doesn't mean it's, come on now, the times as they are, it doesn't mean it's a girly one just because it's trying to mount Frank. It could just be a particularly playful one. Yes, it could just be particularly playful. You never know. So anyway, discovering that Magnus, as it is now, they've given him a really butch name. So he's kind of trying to overcompensate him. Yeah, I know. Who is giving it? It's terrible, isn't it? It's the people at Birdland. I mean, Birdland, they came up with the name Birdland, which I suppose is very descriptive, but it's crap, isn't it? Ooh, what happened there? So they've got no imagination. Discovering that Magnus, overcompensating much. They're in a penguin. They are, aren't they? We should let them go and they can do what they like wherever they like. Have you heard what seals do to them, though? Those naughty seals. I mean, everybody thinks seals are really nice. You know, like I was saying the other day, there's killer whales. They get a really bad rap, you know, really bad kind of marketing. Everybody thinks they're going to kill everybody. You know, and the seals, you know, well, actually, they're really nice. No. Have you seen and heard what they do to those poor penguins? I mean, I can't really say, but I think the article described it as mating with them in different ways was one way of describing it. Yeah, seals are crazy. Yes, yeah, they're sort of weird animals, but you know, they look cute. So, you know, that didn't work for squirrels, did it? Not over in the States. You guys don't like squirrels, do you? They're like little. I mean, they're cute and fluffy. But no, like seals, squirrels over there, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, this Magnus, is actually a male, and his gender differs from what we initially believed. Oh, okay. It presents another unique hurdle in our efforts to establish a successful breeding program here in the UK. Well, it would, wouldn't it, if you could sort of wall-to-wall sausage party of the penguin world? Yeah, that would certainly disrupt the mating, wouldn't it? I'm sure they'd try. Anyway. Oh, this keeps flicking about all over the place. I think my internet's amazing, isn't it? So, zoo officials said they are now in the process of obtaining a young female king penguin from a zoo in Germany. Then we go. It'll turn out his name's, I don't know, Adolf or something. Yeah. So this is Annette. Sorry, no, it's Adolf. I could have picked a better name for a German, couldn't I? My twin is back. He is back. I know. That's the thing. I often go to the site where this, I think Ben Hooper here, where he writes, and there he is. Eating the YouTube button. Yeah, so yeah, as I say, yeah, my bigger brother. Anyway, right. So where were we? So that was the king penguin. Beautiful. Now, while we're on the sort of bird type things, there was this popped up. McDonald's chicken nuggets come in 4 shapes. And here's why. Oh my God, I think I just nearly took my table down there. I got a bit excited. But there we go. And now you see, I was going, oh, okay, right. So we have McDonald's. I did not, you know, I assume their shape was some sort of intention, or it might be just sort of, you know, purely sort of based on the shape of the machine or something, you know. But no, they are actually intentionally in different shapes. This is news to me. They come in the bow tie or the bone. No idea. I mean, you can have, what is this? Is this a bone? These clearly aren't. So anyway, one is the bow tie or the bone. No idea which one. The boot, I would say this up here is then the boot over here. The ball, well, clearly one of those two. And a bell. That one? What do we think? Is the boot dark beat? Yes. Yeah, that's just the sort of leathery skin. But yeah, so there they are. And they said, well, isn't it amazing? They're for a reason. And then they refused to tell you the reason. Well, McDonald's, yes, and this is why I'm thinking, well, why is this? Why do we have a system? And it all has to be beginning with B. Okay, well, I need to know more. Is a horse dark meat? I don't know. I imagine it's reddish meat, sort of like veal or something. I mean, like a rugged veal. I've never had veal. But I imagine that sort of that reddish, rich sort of thing, like venison, that sort of. I imagine, but yeah, I don't fancy. Well, apparently, though, I might have done that. There was a chain of stores over here, Iceland, that got done not so long ago because they'd put a load of donkey and horse in their burgers. I don't recall. I don't think I've had that. But then I had actually bought an alligator burger from there and an ostrich burger. So you know, it is what it is. I remember throwing the boots away when I was little. It's the dark meat. Oh, really? So this is an estate, right? Oh, okay. So when you said it's the dark meat, it wasn't a reference to boots and leather and stuff. This was actually okay. Well, so maybe that's it. Different nozzles for the different crap that comes out. Yes. Yeah. A new. They launched. Then they launched a recipe which only consisted of white chicken meat in 2003, apparently. But who knows if that's correct. So anyway, they kept I went from site to site chasing this story down because, as I say, I do like to try and bring you the actual, do a bit of due diligence to this story. And nobody would tell me that everybody was teasing the same story, and it was pretty much the same words, which leads you to believe, well, it's just a story that McDonald's have put out. I know, chicken nuggets and penguins. I mean, where else could you get such amazing? It all tastes like chicken, sort of. Yes, yes, it does. What's this one? As a vegetarian, yes, yeah, absolutely. I'd rather eat air. Yeah, isn't that which is the one where there's the group of people that think that they can live on looking at the sun? Have you heard those people? They're like airites or something, aren't they? It's something similar to that. Anyway, back over here. So finally, I then managed to track down something which could offer us a very slight thing as to why they had done it this way. Okay, now this is just as good as asking an old person why the hell they've lived so long. Okay, according to the company, 3 would have been too few, 5 would have been like wacky. Yeah. Oh, breatharians, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Beautiful. So, yes, it's because 3 would be too few and 5 would be too many, like wacky. Moving on to our next story, we are going to do a bit of Christmas logging and some more strange people. We are heading over. Oh, actually, I'd put this one in there and I couldn't remember. I'm going to do this one quickly. It's been passing. I've got a little bit of time. Why not? Canadian man leaps onto a polar bear to defend his wife during an attack. Now, I think I was looking at this because we were doing the wife carrying championships. I think yesterday, the day before, whatever it was. And it reminded me of this. So yes, a man had jumped on top. Fearless, stupid, fearless. One of the two. In love and afraid that his wife might kill him if he didn't. Well, the repercussions of not jumping on a polar bear might have been worse than the jumping on the polar bear. Yes, it went really well. Not really. The police say the man is to expect to recover from serious injuries as he's sustained to his arms and legs during the attack. But it's okay, you see, because his wife had learnt something from the experience. Oh, yes. The wife, where is she? I must get her exact words. Oh, I've lost it. She learned the amazing thing that if a polar bear comes and attacks you, you shouldn't play dead. Yes, great research. So we've learned something very important as a result of this poor man getting mauled. This is why the Darwin Awards exist. Absolutely. But you can't. If you were to publicly say, if I had Jane, his rather lovely wife, over for dinner, and I asked him the question, "Hey Jay, what would you do? Would you jump on a polar bear for your wife?" You're going to say yes. But the moment you see that little black nose in the car, in the snow there, them legs go pretty quick. I've seen Jay run. Mustard run. Totally mustard. That should be a TV channel. What's this one? Why would you do when you're polar bear? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It says... polar bears don't attack many humans very often, but that's because there's not many humans there, and they're all now moving because we've taken all their food supply. Yes, so that's why they're coming south, isn't it? So unfortunately, there is a big, deeper message, isn't it? It's trying to ride away from me. Yeah, come on, Gary, let's go, Gary. Yes, all polar bears are called Gary. Clearly, Pete the polar bear. No, that's a bit crap, isn't it? Anyway. I'm very falling down as opposed to running. Yes, yeah, that's quite. I find the sort of terminal velocity is a little bit quicker than my legs. So yes, that was why. But I wasn't going to do that story because it didn't really fit anywhere. But hey, it's a bit of a tenuous link to most of the days, isn't it? So we're going back to the Christmas poop. The Christmas logging that I wanted to tell you about, and it is inside a city's unusual Christmas poo tradition. This bloody advert there. Why did they put that there? Now you can't read the words on that side. I'll have to make them up. We'll have to see what happens. Christmas traditions aren't just opening foil doors on daily chocolate or getting your nan absolutely hammered on, and then it stops. Werther's Originals, cough syrup, Hammered on a Black and Decker. While we do have some quintessentially, this is an English article. So I have read it, really, promise. While we do have some quintessentially British festival must-dos, of course, other places have their own, and one is based on poo. Yes, this delightful town over here. Obviously, you might be able to tell this one isn't poo. This is, in fact, a log. But yes, then gladly the tradition has been adapted over here in Barcelona, where they are mostly using logs instead, because of course log is funny and it sounds a bit like poo, probably. Yes, and here it is. Yes, so rather now than celebrating by dressing up poops around the place, they're dressing up logs, and everybody's a lot more happy about that. Now, whilst the origins are relatively unknown, it's widely believed to have pagan ties. Okay, fantastic. So I think someone just pooped on the floor. Didn't have much for Christmas. Stuck a little hat on the top. There you go, darling. So, there it was. Or something. I don't know. But apparently the poos can be born in cuddly toys, fridge magnets, or baubles. Who wouldn't want a crap bauble? Yes. And you can find them all over the place. I believe this isn't a picture of this is just a picture there, isn't it? Oh, no, everybody's pooing. Ah, no, sorry, there we go. That's what it is. Everybody's pooing. Fantastic. You SpongeBob pooing? Tom and Jerry. Wow. There you go. They're really up to date, the Europeans. Fucking Tom and Jerry, they're still talking about Mickey Mouse. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, just look at the array of squatting people. You've got a Gollum here over next to, what's his, Groucho Marx. Very nice. What's this, Ted Two-Time Allen? Or what's that? I'm not really sure who he is. Yeah. Oh, look, this tree's got butt cheeks. There you go. Beautiful. I mean, see, us Europeans, we're very basic. Yes, exactly like Mr. Hankey from South Park. Absolutely that. Apparently, it's all about fertility and fertilizing the ground. Yes, we don't have to really mess about with it once it's there, though, do we? We're not taught that we're not supposed to do that. Yes. Anyway, Freud did a lot on people playing with poop, didn't he? So I think I've almost got to the end of all the amazing that I need to be telling you about today. I'll just do this one last story before I go, and it is this: that a man in Pakistan received a unique 35-foot garland as a present from his brother. Yeah, I mean, what did you say? Oh, yeah, thank you. Where the fuck am I going to put this? Is what you say, isn't it? Can't hang that shit on the wall. But it is, in fact, made out of notes of local currency, of roughly 30,000 of your delightful rubles. For some reason, it's in rubles, don't know. Yes, which is in English money is about 200 quid. There you go. Affordable, actually, surprisingly. Do you think would you have Yeezys or a 35-foot thing? Yeezys is probably a bad example, isn't it? What would you like? A nice pair of shoes or this 35-foot piece of shit from your brother? You would be absolutely pissed, wouldn't you? Hit the yes, hit the like, do that stuff. Yes, well done. Thank you for reminding me. Good job, you. Yes, so there you go. But that was in nowhere near the largest that's been done. One 30-foot one, which is 5 foot shorter, had 500,000 on his, which is probably nearly $1,000. So yeah, there you go. What would you do? I would say no. What the fuck? Stick it in an envelope. Same as cash at me. PayPal. Just ping it over. It'd be much easier. Right, it is that time, and it is Friday, so I better run off and do the dad thing. It is the weekend. Thank God it's the weekend. I did what I wanted to do. I got a couple of videos out this week. I hope you enjoyed them. I put the 90-day out one now. I hope you enjoy that. It's nice to get back to that. So same again next week, shall we? We'll do a couple of videos. I'll do some more of these, and we'll meet up along the way. How about that? We'll do coffee. Why not? What a novel idea of meeting up in the mornings for coffee and maybe a chat. Unique. So I'm dying for me cup. Here it is. So have a lovely weekend. I hope you do something good. I hope the weekend is as pleasurable and relaxing or not, or whatever you are doing. You are the most wonderful people, and I love you dearly. Have a great weekend to you. Also, Totally Lucid, always great to see you. And to you, by you all, to you too. Great show. Thank you so much. We're always so flattering to me. I shall keep it in my pocket for later. Right, so as always, until we meet again, you delightfully beautiful people, do please stay delightfully beautiful. Love to my free, and you take care of yourself.